Thank you, Steve. Well, this week, President Obama was in Illinois pushing for a crackdown on Wall Street.
We're not trying to push financial reform because we begrudge success that's fairly earned. I mean, I do think at a certain point you've made enough money.
Made enough money? Well, in 1957, author Ayn Rand, she wrote this. Let me give you a tip on a clue to men's characters. The man who damns money has obtained it dishonorably. The man who respects it has earned it. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil. That sentence is the leper's bell of an approaching looter. And joining us now is Ann C. Heller, author of Ayn Rand and the World She Made. So is this the world that Rand was trying to warn us about, Ann?
Absolutely. It is. For her, enough money was a contradiction in terms because money was productivity and creativity and honorable enterprise.
So she said money is not the root of all evil, money is the root of all good.
It's the root of all good because it's our way of trading with each other, creating a vast energy circuit that makes us all wealthier, and doing all that without violence or dishonorability.
You became interested in writing this book about her. By the way, it's the first full-length biography not written by one of her followers.
True.
What was it that made you want to focus? Because so much has been focused now in the last 6 months on Atlas Shrugged.
It's true. When I first started writing this book, nobody was talking about Atlas Shrugged. But in times of big government and government expansion, Rand rises to the surface, and she's doing that again now.
What would her view have been about the way in which Wall Street has transformed?
When she was writing, banks and stock exchanges their purpose was to feed money into the smartest, most innovative enterprises in America in the 40s and 50s. Now, she certainly wouldn't have approved of gambling with money. Mm-hmm. She saw it as a productive tool.
Would she have been in favor of what's being proposed now on Capitol Hill as far as financial overhaul?
Absolutely not. She was against government regulation from beginning to end. She was for a purely laissez-faire government.
In fact, you say if the government tells you you've made enough money, chances are it's because they want excess for themselves.
Yes, that's right.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, she said whenever somebody asks you to sacrifice for the state or for some other cause, you can be sure that that person wants to be the state or the other cause himself. In other words, nobody tells you to give something up unless he's going to benefit from it. So I think she would think that the government probably wants that excess money.
So do you think it's a fair way in which this book, Atlas Shrugged, and now your biography are coming to the forefront of the discussion in America right now?
I think she was a brilliant woman with very interesting ideas, and I can't help but be glad that they're being discussed again.
Mm-hmm. Well, she imagined a utopian social order in which personal independence, integrity, and productivity prevail.
Yes, and may that happen again.
What an interesting way to end the interview. Ann C. Heller, author of Ayn Rand and the World She Made. Great to see you today. Thank you.
Thank you.